Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome in or welcome back. We're in nature, so bear with any sounds of construction, people mowing lawns, fences being built. Everything gets better with coffee. Arrows was a sign in synchronicity for me. There's a couple of other funny things for yesterday, which was I got a video as a I got a video that resonated. And a lot of the confirmations, signs and synchronicities, ones was like arrows, different things, and Arrow showed up twice yesterday. Taco Bell was weird because I don't do fast food. I don't know anyone that does fast food except for something rolled up in my feed. I'm just going to talk about signs and synchronicities, how significant they are, whether you realize them or not. And when you become present and aware, they will just unfold like magic. And so, like I said, like within a couple hours of seeing this video, I saw like taco, like it was a taco event or something. I thought, well, there's definitely a connection there. And then later on in the day, I got out of my car and happened to just look over in the car parked next to me, and it had a big Taco Bell cup in that. Yeah, you can't make this shit up. I'm like, I don't see that stuff. 117. So clearly the other video I did the other day is like on fire right now. And again, I always trust that the universe gets my videos to the people that are meant to receive the messages, the signs, the synchronicities, the codes. And sometimes we use divination as that. So somebody holding on to some stress. We'll shuffle here. So I like the cards. This is Osho Zen. This is one of me favorites. It is traveling. Might be significant. Again, these are just things my soul's calling me. 1011, 155. So please go look at the numbers, the codes. There is information. It goes, your soul coded that a specific way to receive a specific message in a specific way. And let's say you receive this message we'll use another person. Let's say you received another message where you kind of paid attention to it, but you really didn't, and then you moved on. You didn't quite get exactly what your soul wanted you to like pay attention to. So you get another video like that. And that's going to keep happening until the information that is being sent you is received the way it's meant to be received. And it's through resonance. It's through knowing. And you'd be like, fuck me, I keep hearing and seeing and knowing and receiving the same type of information, 244, in the same way but different, from different people, or maybe the same person just in a different way, because in every now present moment you're changing, you're shifting, you're evolving. So the video I did just 15 minutes ago or 30 minutes ago, I'm a completely different person right now. You shift and evolve at a rapid pace. Okay, so coffee might be significant. You're drinking coffee right now. Maybe you love coffee. I do one a day. I don't think coffee is a bad thing. I do think you need to be very mindful with your coffee. Make sure, just like your tea, it's organic, it's sourced well, it's not sprayed with a bunch of chemicals. You know, I'm very like kind of a snob when it comes to nourishment, into what I put into my body, especially when it comes to toxicity and things like that, because you want to keep your pathways open, because they're still doing all of the nefarious shit. So the more you keep your detox pathways open, the easier it is for you to purge and detox those chemicals that are being sprayed on us. So welcome in, Source Energy. Thank you, Blue Light, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Mikey. Thank you. So I'm going to pull some of these. I've got my ancestors and oracle deck. I do have the light share. I don't know what wants to come through. We'll see. Surrender. Go with the flow. Be like the twig on the mighty river. Again, we've got that blue energy in there. If you're struggling with the surrender of letting go of the people, the places, the things, the situations, the circumstances, programming, condition, call Archangel Michael in to help cut those cords. The thing is these things can get reattached pretty easily to people, places, and things, thought forms. You have to be mindful of that and to continue to surrender that in every now present moment, every time it comes up. But Archangel Michael, any of the archangels, but definitely Archangel Michael, his blue flame, call that in to help with that if you're struggling with either reattaching or having the reattachments. The other thing too is surrendering and going with the flow, and talking about cord cutting, which is weird that came up with this, is, so somebody needs to hear that, is you need to get rid of the texts, the emails, the messages, the photos, or anything of those people, places, and things that you are detaching from or cutting cords from. Because if you're holding on to that and you revisit that, you'll reattach that cord quick shit. And you don't want to do that. And there's just some knowledge around that. The sun is blazing on my back. Wow, that is so cool. So maybe you're just here to receive the sun codes, the squirrel codes, the chipmunk codes. Let me give these ladies some peanuts. They're nursing babies somewhere. Brown squirrel, 2 gray squirrels, and a brown squirrel, and chipmunks might be significant. Oh, we got definitely blue energy. Be open to receive. The clearer your channel is, the less static and attachment you have to things, the clearer your channel can be open. Lotus flowers are significant, but there's that blue energy again. You can take a screenshot if you want of this, but this is crown chakra, third eye, throat chakra activations. Okay, so part of the global meditation was to activate the codex for the solar plexus and heart chakra, or solar plexus and throat chakra, standing and speaking in your truth in its authentic, messy, magical way. Right? This is what I do, and that's why you resonate with me, because I don't bullshit, I don't play around. If I'm called to hit record and pull the cards out, I pull the cards out. If I'm called to hit record sitting in my PJs right before I go to bed because something came through and needs to be said, I will hit record and I will get things posted as soon as possible. All right, listen to that inner vision. Inner vision came out for some reason. But again, you're learning to see beyond the illusion, or your soul is actually giving you things to start seeing beyond the illusion. I said solar plexus, yellow, and third eye, throat chakra, blue. So we got third eye, throat chakra. All right, and all of these are your angels, your guides, right? This is divine source energy. The God particles wanting to come down into your crown, come into your physical body to assist you. So see beyond the illusion. So you're either starting to see beyond the illusion, you're currently starting to surrender more and more, learning that process is daily, but you're seeing beyond the illusion without getting caught up in the bullshit and you're being open, you're staying open to receive. You're being open to receive. You're also being asked to be called. This card came out the other day. I mean, can we see a connection to these divine light sparks? Your team members, your angels, your guides, your teachers, your wisdom keepers, your higher self, God's presences. All right, with all of this, you're being called to ask to play and to create. And if that means sitting out and just feeding the squirrels, you're playing and creating. That's what your soul wants to do right now. Your soul wants to just sit and be. It doesn't, when I say create and play, yes, it means creating content, because that came through in another video earlier, is you are also being asked to create and to play and to create in this now present moment, to click record and share your real authentic truth, voice, authenticity, journaling, card pulls, daily experiences, maybe just sitting out in the yard and having a conversation. All right, because when you do that, that's how you create magic. And somebody is needing your quantum medicine and quantum magic. My whole left side is all tingly, my crown is all tingling. All right, and you do this from your truth. That's authenticity. That's how people can receive the codes, the magic, the activations, the downloads. All right, you're learning to be the master of your domain, of your mind and ego. You are learning, or have become, like I have, the master of your mind, which is the mind and ego is in the back seat. My higher self runs the show. My higher self is running the show. You are a master. More than likely, after this lifetime, you're going to be working in the higher realms. And you might already be working in the higher realms while you're sleeping, like I do, helping other souls, whether you realize it or not, as an ascended master and a teacher. All right? And yes, that's why I'm guided to talk about that. You are the master, but also be learning to be the master of your mind, not through force, not through will, through surrender, through releasing it, to going with the flow. Okay? And you have gone through many, many death and rebirth cycles. A lot of these cards came out in different order the other day. So you've gone through many death and rebirth cycles. You hold this very proud lion or lioness energy. You've come up out of the dark, again, going through many of these cycles, learning each time You come out and you go back within to clear and to cleanse and to heal things that are blocking the mind, the distortions, the belief systems, the conditionings, the programmings. There's a bunch of towers, if you know the towers, falling, many towers falling. But by doing so, that you've learned to like kind of maybe tap into the inner child more, to play and to create as a bumblebee flies by. Bees are significant. Hive, go look at the significance of that. Okay? These are spirits just coming to say hi and landing somewhere. But you hold this very gentle strength. It's like that Lionheart strength. Lionheart just came through. King Arthur just came through. Maybe Merlin just came through. Thank you. But holding this like Aslan from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, just this courageous but gentle, strong and proud but soft energy. Okay? And again, going back to enjoying life in this childlike innocence, looking at the grasshoppers, looking at the bees, looking at the squirrels, looking at the activity of how they behave. You know, we've got these chipmunks that are creating these burrows, and it's hilarious. Every day there's something different. Yesterday I was sitting out here and it had created a new burrow entrance, and then I was throwing some peanuts over there, and they're like, oh shoot, this human knows where my entrance is. So then I looked over and they had sticks pulled in front of it. And then a little later, I saw it had moved it. It's just, go back to that childhood innocence of just examining everything around you. The leaves, the sticks, the grass, the dirt, the ants, the bees, the insects. And see again how your reality shifts. I don't care how old you are. Sit back, relax, be lazy. Again, a lot of these cards came out the other day. And know that source and your spirit team, your higher self, has got your back. You sit back and you relax. You get lazy, really good at getting lazy, getting in with just being still and resting without guilt, or doing nothing. Dulce far niente, the sweetness of doing nothing without guilt. Take time to take space, to sit back and just enjoy and allow this magnificent divine chess game that's taking place individually and collectively, and know that it's unfolding perfectly. And see, these are mirrors, and those are the illusions are cracking. I've never noticed that. The illusions are cracking. You're seeing through the illusions. You're seeing beyond the illusions. These are glasses. The glass mirrors are breaking. Seeing beyond the illusion. The illusion. Yeah. Inner child. There's a lot of inner child energy that's been coming through a lot. So you've either done a really good job at healing and getting in touch with the inner child, or depending on where you're at, you're being asked to tap into your inner child, to go within, to love that inner child like you've never been loved before. And again, tapping into that rainbow childlike frequency and energy. All right. Trust. New visions. All right. So we have postponement. Things have felt postponed. I feel you. I know you. I know that because I'm you, you're me. Fours are significant. You're looking out the window and you can see all this color. You can feel this color. You know this color. Right? Then we've got this gray and darkness. Just know that it's coming in. You know, going back to the checkerboard. That everything is being strategically and precisely aligned. All right? And trust and have faith. Again, the inner child, trust, faith, trust falls. And know that these new visions are coming in. All right, you're coming up out of this into these new visions, new versions of yourself. Okay, so trust, play, and create, but be present. So trust, play, create, and be present. Trust, play, create, and be present. Trust, play, create, and be present. And see where those keywords, those key codexes fall for you. Trust, play, create, and be present. And watch time collapse. And watch the miracles and the magic take place all around you. Okay? Just breathe and feel into this message. Again, take what resonates, leave what does not. There's a lot of signs, so synchronicities and key codes in here. Maybe pause, re-listen if you feel called to. If there's anything you missed, 1444 on the timer. So 444 is very significant. building these solid foundations after the illusion has broken and these false foundations have crumbled. Okay? I love you from the bottom of my heart to yours. I'll see you soon. Bye.